Good afternoon. We are at the Chen property. We're going to be completing a repairability test. We'll be on the back slope. Give you an overview here. Back slope is southwest. We have this damaged shingle that will complete the repair test on. We'll see how it affects all of those surrounding shingles. We'll give you an overview of all of those surrounding shingles before we get started, showing you the current condition. For my tools, I'll be using a flat bar, hammer, putty knife, and roof snake. Then we have this 45-degree angle that we'll use to give us a reference for what 45 degrees looks like. We'll slide it under the damaged shingle so we don't damage any other shingles with this. And then I'm going to give you some side views so we can see. We'll have a reference point for what 45 degrees looks like, and throughout the repairability test we will try to keep those tabs at 45 or below. All right, we'll get started with the repairability test. We'll start by getting all of these shingles unsealed. We'll use the putty knife to unseal the top shingle. And we'll use the flat bar to unseal the rest of the shingles. See if there's any differences in those tools. Now we'll start removing all of those nails. Got all those nails out and that damaged shingle out. Go ahead and slide this new shingle in, get it all lined up nicely. Real quick, just want to point out while we were taking those nails out, when we lifted this tab up here, we can see where that's not secure right there. It's like this tab's already unsealed, so we can see where that nail went straight through that shingle. So we have one nail that's not holding that shingle in place there. and that happened because of the repairability test. When we were lifting that shingle in order to remove the nail. So we have some damages there. I'm going to continue with the repair test. Now that we have that shingle in place, start getting some nails back in there. We'll be using the roof snake for that. All right, we are all complete with the repairability test. Give you another overview of all of those surrounding shingles immediately after. Take a look at all of those, at the condition of all of those shingles. And then we'll take a closer look at these tabs right above, the ones that we did have to manipulate in order to complete that repair test. Just clean the chalk off these a little bit. So right off the bat, we can notice a pretty significant difference between the condition of all of these shingles that we did have to manipulate compared to these shingles up here that we did not touch. Just give you a side-by-side comparison there. You can notice a difference in the condition of those shingles down here on the ones that we had to lift in order to remove and place those nails back in. We can see stress fractures along those tabs where that matting on the shingle was broken. Just due to the age and condition of those shingles, when you're lifting those, you can hear that matting on that tab tearing. And in order to complete the repairs, these tabs will have to be lifted. So when doing so, we'll see those stress fractures that were caused. I'll give you a side view of this as well. Or slightly lift it. You can see where there's kind of a sharp bend in that tab where that stress fracture is. So we can see that pretty easily on the side there. course, we had this one I already pointed out where the shingle just came up out from that nail, so we can see that nail's not holding on to that shingle anymore. So we have those damages. Slight stress fracture along this one as well. Stress fracture along this one. You can see where that's real bad in the corner there. Along there. This one is real bad in the middle. That stress fracture right there. Take a look at underneath the shingles, see if there's any mat transfer. All right, so we do have those stress fractures as well as that nail going through right there. So we have all of those damages. So with that, I do not believe that this roof is repairable, as we can see the condition that those surrounding shingles were left in. And there's 3 additionally damaged shingles there. We have 1 tab on shingle 5, shingle 6, and 8, all damaged just from repairing this one wind damage shingle. So I do not believe repairs are feasible, as we can see the wind damage on this roof is very widespread. We got it all over all of these slopes, all of that back slope. Got quite a bit on this left slope we can see. So some on the front there. So if repairs were made, then this insured would have shingles like this all around the roof, all of which could be a potential for water intrusion, possible leak hazard due to those damages that were caused by the repairability test. So I do not believe this roof is repairable. I'll go ahead and chalk up all of those damages and get some better pictures of those. I do not believe that this insured, that we're able to indemnify them with repairs, as we would be leaving them with more damaged shingles than they previously had. And thank you for your time.